Welcome everybody to this new video. In the next few minutes I'll do a price prediction and price analysis on the Lumens cryptocurrency of the Stellar network. So I'll do a price prediction and price analysis in my typical way of analyzing, and I'll basically sketch out two scenarios which I think are most likely. But basically let's look at the price first. So Stellar has been around for quite a while, and at the end of 2020, beginning of 2021, and during the whole bull run at the beginning of this year, price went quite high up until the 80 cents mark. And after that, end of May, middle of May, it dropped down quite a bit, and it's now starting to find some more resistance, some more bullish momentum, and at least consolidation. So we're actually first on a daily time frame, because I want to show you what is happening right here. Yeah, so what is kind of happening right here is this formation. And my two scenarios, which I will sketch out, which I think are most likely, will be based on this formation together with all other technical indicators I use. And basically the two scenarios I think are most likely is that it will stay in this formation for quite a lot of for the next few days and weeks, and that would be the blue scenario. And the other scenario is based on if it breaks through this triangle, because it is showing a lot of bullish momentum and bullish moves. And you can also see right here a little pennant going up. But that will become more visible on the 4-hour time frame. So let's jump to that. See, as you could have seen on the daily, this was what you saw, which was very small. Because it was the daily time frame, and this is actually respecting quite well this small little uptrend, and that is why I think it could break out of the triangle, but it could also just stay there and need another bounce off of the lower bound of the triangle. So let's start with that scenario. Then I think the price would go through this trend line, and thus through the support trend line, and that would break this channel up. I think it would find some resistance at 35 cents, after which it will break retest anywhere around the region of 37 cents. And then basically I think a small downtrend could occur. It might take a while. I mean, it could find some resistance at 34 cents, maybe some at 32, but I believe that it will break more supports, take retests of these supports, as you can see here. And then ultimately, I think the next real support will be around the 30 cents psychological key level. But to be honest, the price might even drop down as low as 27 cents. Basically, when it lines up with these trend lines. And when it does line up with these trend lines, and you really don't want to take a lot of risks. So you don't want to buy from this 30 cents support area. Then I would recommend a trade here. I just think it's very high probability that if the price reaches this area, so that would be around the 27 cents, and you would have to draw the trend lines before, or draw the trend lines yourself. You could have seen those on the daily time frame. I think that's just a very low risk trade. But again, the possibility of the price of Lumens getting here is quite small in my opinion. But that's basically the first scenario, so that it now breaks through this uptrend, and that after breaking through this channel up, it will go into a small downtrend, ultimately up until the 30 cents or 27 cents support levels. And after that, I think there will be another uptrend, maybe such as this one, to the upper bound, and I would really need to update the price prediction then, because it could break through then again, but that really depends on what has happened before and the technicals that are available right then. So the second thing I think that can happen is that this channel up will be respected, so that the price ultimately finds support at the 37 cents, and it might go a little bit lower, even up until the 36 cents, and that from there it will go to the upper bound of the triangle again, so that would be around 41.50. And it might find some resistance there once or twice more, but ultimately I think that the area between 39 cents and 37.50 that full area. So let me draw that out real quick for you. I think then in this scenario that area, it might need a couple of bounces off of this area, but that would be strong enough to actually break through this trend line, and with that the triangle. And if it breaks through, I mean, it might find some resistance here at 20 or at 42.80 and even at 43.70, but ultimately I think it will break through. So yeah, might do something like this and then go there, but ultimately when it breaks through the 43.75, I just think that's a huge breakout, and that would mean that a lot of bull moves can happen for this pair. And I think the next real resistance would then be 0.50, but to be honest, that would be for in the later future. So a few, I mean, from 1 month up until 3 months in the future. So yeah, those are the two scenarios I think are most likely. I think they're equally possible. I don't really have a preference for one, but I just think that you should always have a plan for every move the market makes. With having said that, I do want to remind you that this is purely a technical analysis. This is disregarding any fundamental news. I mean, if really good fundamental news for the whole crypto sphere or for stellar lumens comes out, obviously it's just going to break through and possibly make all-time highs. So it's just technical analysis. It's price prediction done by me. I've been a trader for a few years already, so I do have some experience, but I would never recommend you to just blindly follow someone else's advice. So always do your own analysis as well, or assess it very well. Having said that, thank you for watching and listening. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.